Okay, we are definitely back. This is part 4 of our Blender cloth sewing series. But this is part 3 in our peach dress series. Okay, don't get it twisted. Alright, so today we are going to rig our dress. We're satisfied with the look and the shape and the blah da la 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 la. And so we want to rig this girl and get her moving. This might be a little journey. Okay, so I'm going to go to Avastar. Make sure your body and your bones are showing. This collection 1 is your body and bones. If you turn this eye off, it will disappear. If you turn the eye on, it will come back. This is your outfit. This collection are they're really layers. So if I click the eye off, my dress is gone. Click it back on, my dress is back again. Okay, I opened up my Avastar and I'm gonna put all features under the workflow tab. Right click on the dress, hold down shift, and right click on the armature, aka bones. Alright, then open up binding and skinning. We got an error, we got a scaled error and rotated error. So we're gonna right click on the dress, we're gonna go to object, and we're gonna apply all transforms. Now right click on the dress, hold down shift, right click on the bones, and now we don't have an error message except for over here, because we gotta click on a source. So I'm gonna open this up. When you see these green when you see these arrows right here, you can move menus and join menus. Okay, so we copy from all listed. Okay, and we have smooth weights, and then we're gonna hit bind to amateur. Now we have this issue because this body was in A pose and I made it T pose. Now I forgot to apply the pose, so that's okay. We're gonna redo this. We're gonna make this into a T pose. So we're gonna click the armature, but you can it's weighted because the arms wouldn't have went up like that, so we know that we have weights. So I'm gonna while I'm clicked on the armature, I'm gonna go to the drop down, click on pose mode. I'm going to right click on this bone, that is the shoulder left. Okay, and I'm going to hit R for rotate, Y for Y axis, and then I'm gonna hit 45 on my numpad and enter. Now it's back to, oh, we don't want this T pose, so I'm gonna hit rotate again, Y 45 and enter. We want it in the A pose. So this bone is still highlighted. We're going to come up here, copy pose, and we're going to come over here, paste mirror pose. Okay, so we have our dress in A pose. So what we're going to do is we're going to right click on our dress, and it takes us into object mode. If not, make sure you go into object mode. And we're going to come to file. We're going to save the dress and bring it back in. Or we can freeze it, matter of fact. Yeah, we'll freeze it as static mesh. Remove weight groups and just add static mesh. Remove weight groups. And we have it on delete original. Then freeze selected. Okay, now we're going to click on the armature. Click on make sure you're in pose mode. I'm going to press A to select all. We're going to come up here to pose, and we're going to clear transform all. Alright, so now our armature is back. Now we're going to have to fix any little things poking out. So we're going to right click on the dress. I say it on dress. And we're going to come into edit mode. And I'm going to, okay, I have enabled proportional editing is enabled. I'm going to double A to deselect everything. And I'm just going to right click on a vertex, grab it, and just bring them up. Just to fix that. Or you can go and sculpt. Okay. Now if you want to save your dress, just so you can like mess with it, you can do that. And just go in object mode, right click on the dress, go to file, go to export, and save it as a wavefront OBJ. And you put it in your folder that you made for that specific project. Mine's is sewing cloth in Blender. And I am going to name this Peach Pencil Dress. Then I'm going to come over here and click on Selected Only. If you don't do that, it will save everything in your Blender file. And you don't want that. And then I will export wavefront OBJ. So now, I could do anything to this dress, right? Mess it all up. But I have a backup. And I can go to File, Import, Wavefront OBJ. This is my folder. And this is the dress we just saved. You can delete these MTLs. I have no idea what they're really for. And then somebody said it was for Maya. I don't know. And then you just go import wavefront OBJ. Now if I press G to grab, you see we have two dresses. Down here we got outfit and outfit 001. Okay. Alright. So now we'll delete this by pressing delete on my keyboard. And it is gone. Alrighty. Now we have to rig this again. So I'm going to right click on the dress. Now how you know you have weights, you come down here to object data properties, and these vertex groups are the weights. These are empty. So I'm going to come here, click that arrow down, and I'm going to put delete all groups. Okay, because they're just empty. So I don't like mess. Alright, so right click on the dress, right click on the armature. When the armature bones turn these colors, that means you're in pose mode. So I'm going to click add a pose mode and go into object mode. Binding and skinning, everything the same. Copy from meshes and copy from all listed and smooth weights and bind to armature. Now I'm going to right click on the dress, and you see our vertex groups have been populated and they are all in here. Now I'm going to right click on the armature. I'm going to go up here, go to pose mode, right click on a bone, rotate, R for rotate, and voila, it is rigged. It does need some work because look at them underarms. And that's basically because we changed the pose. So, but that's no big deal. So click on this armature. We're going to copy and paste the pose because we're going to fix that. And then right click on the hip left, rotate, and just move it. Oh, that seems pretty smooth. That seems pretty smooth. I right click so it can just go back in place. Rotate and just move it. Skirts, I find, is a pain in the butt to me because when you bring it, see how like her leg will come out? But I mean, like really, who's going out to the club like this? Who? Who? Tell me. Tell me. Anyway, so I usually go crazy fixing this stuff because it bothers me. Then I'm like, who's really doing that? Who's going to walk around with their leg and hop around with their leg? Ooh, look at me. No one. Okay, so I'm press Control Z to put that back. Hey, let's see. The front. See how that goes? That dress go right through that thigh. Like, that be driving me nuts. That's why I don't like making dresses. But I've bought other creative stuff, and the same thing happens with their stuff. Trust me, I spent hours and hours and days and months trying to fix that issue, and I haven't came up with nothing. But to do the best you can, okay? So, here we go. Right-click on your dress. Go up here to the left-hand side top corner, and we're going to go into weight paint. I'm going to click on this down arrow over here under my vertex groups. Wait, first, I'm going to close the shape key, and I'm going to close the UV maps. And I'm going to hit this down arrow. Sort bone by hierarchy. Alright, I'm going to click on... I'm going to open this up some more. Okay. I'm going to put my cursor in the 3D window. I'm going to hit N to close that sidebar. Alright, let's start from the top. So here is the paint. And I don't like these jagged edges. Now we have two options. We can go to weights up here. Smooth. Where's my menu? It's smooth. Did it smooth it? Weights. Oh, I know what's wrong. You gotta come up here. These let you paint a mask. And this is also painting a mask. But for vertices, this is for face mode. So if I go face mode, it'll go to faces. If I go vertice, it will bring up the vertices. So you have to select the ones you want. But I'm just going to put all. And then we're going to go to weights. And we're going to go. See, it should have smoothed without this. I don't know what's going on. Okay, here goes mine. So I press smooth. But let's open up the smooth properties. It says for deformed pose bones. And its iterations is on 1. If you drag it all up, it will spread. If you bring it down, it will go back, okay? And that basically smoothed all the deformed bones. But you can change that to active group. That would be just the pelvis because I'm on pelvis. Or you can change it to selected pose bones if I had something selected. Like these green ones are the pose bones. And you can put all groups. So I'm just going to put it on all groups. I'm going to put this up to 3. And you see things moving. And it's kind of fixing her underarms. Okay, so that's it. Let me get out of there. So you see how now it looks like blended in? That's what we want. Nice and smooth. Alright. So that's the easy way. Or you can use the brushes and blur. Will do that effect. See? It will just blur it. So we just want to blur certain parts. Okay, let me show you better. I'm Control Z. Okay. So pelvis, you see it's jaggy. So now I have it on blur. And it is smoothing it out. So you can use blur. But you're going to have to do every one. So we want to do the easy way. So I'm going to Control Z out of this again. I'm going to go back. Okay. There you go. And see pelvis. I'm going to go weights. Smooth. And it smoothed it out for me. And if you go to pelvis too, it smoothed it out. Butt, torso, belly, left handle, right handle, chest, left pec, right pec, neck, collar, clavicle, shoulder, upper arm, elbow, lower arm, hand. We don't even need hand. We could delete hand by pressing this minus button. So yeah, there you go. I'll move this hand. And so on and so on. I'm gonna leave knee, even though I don't think we got knee in there, but I'm gonna leave it. Okay. So let's have a look at this arm. I'm gonna go into face mode so I can see better. And the arm is still wonky, but what I'm gonna do for that arm is I'm gonna work with it in edit mode. So I'm going to, if you tab out of weight paint, it'll bring you into edit mode. If you tab back, it'll bring you back into weight paint. Okay, everything will bring you into edit mode if you tab. So that's a little tidbit. So for these arms, which are looking pretty crazy, I'm going to, and look at that, we'll fix all of that though. I'm going to go into X-ray mode, and that you can see through everything. And I'm going to click these underarms. I'm going to press C for circle select. I'm going to scroll back to make my circle bigger. I'm going to hold down left. And I'm going to do the same here. And we're going to smooth these out. Okay, so it's selected front and back. I'm going to take X-ray off, and that's up here. Now we're going to come to vertex up here. And we're going to go to smooth vertices. Now there is a menu for the smooth vertices, and repeat is on 1. I'm going to bring repeat up. Till I can't no more. So that is the best we can do with the smooth vertex. So the rest we're going to do in weight paint. So I'm going to press tab and go back into weight paint. And I'm going to press C to highlight around this problem area. On this side I'm going to do the same. Okay. So I'm going to go, I'm going to click off face, off the face paint mask, just to see what's involved. Pelvis, butt, torso. Okay, we have some torso up here. Chest, left pec, right pec. I'm just seeing like what's involved in that problem area. But what we're gonna do is smooth all of that out. So we smoothed it in the edit window, and we're gonna smooth it out in here. Alright, so this is the bottom. Let's just go up. So we'll start with torso. We're gonna go back into face mask paint thingy, and we're gonna smooth this. I don't want to use no brush. I just want to smooth it with the smooth option. That's in weights. Okay, already that looks better. Let's bring this up. Alright, it took me off where I want it to be. So I'm just going to bring it up to 10. And I'm going to go back to torso. And actually, I think that looks cool. Let's go up here. Let's go in object mode. Okay, that is not really bad at all. Alright, I'm going to tab into edit mode. I'm just going to fix her chest right here. With proportional editing on, I'm going to press G for grab. I'm just going to make this a little bigger. I'm just going to bring that out. I don't know if I want to mess with the shoulder and weight paint. Yeah, I will. Okay. Let's press double A to deselect. I'm going to go in weight paint. And we're in face mask select. I'm going to press C to just select these shoulder parts that are sticking out. I'm going to press circle select C and hold down my middle mouse button to get rid of those guys. And right click to get out. It's not the torso. Let's see, chest. Let's see what happens when we smooth the chest. That's not good. Control Z, undo. M chest, let's see. Weight, smooth. Let's bring this weights down to 1. And let's try this again. And I'm do Control Z. So we are chest, M chest, weights, smooth. Okay, Control Z. I'm not messing with the chest. Nothing with the pecs. Collar. Let's try to smooth this. And it is not that. Control Z. Chest. No, it's not the chest. Not the collar. Shoulder. No. Okay, so we're going to have to get down and dirty up in here. So, let's go to the chest. And we're going to use smear. Up here, it's telling you you're on your smear brush. Smear. Smear. This is how big your brush is. The radius. This is your strength. And I'm going to take my strength down by dragging to about that. And that's all I mess with. I'm going to hold down my left button. And I'm just going to smear this around. It's like smudging. And you see it's closing up some of the gap. And then I'm going to do the same here. And you just got to play with it. See, you don't like it down there. Okay, so next we go down to collar. Put some more collar up in there. clavicle. Not really doing too much. Oop. Shoulder. So yeah, I think we gotta take some of that shoulder out. Okay. Upper arm. Let's move that down some. Nope. Control Z. Okay. It's not easy being cheesy. There you have that. I'm going to try to just smooth one time. And I'm going to Control Z to undo that. Okay. So now let's go back up here, go to object mode. Right click on the armature, let's go to pose mode. Right click on that bone and I'm just going to press R for rotate. And just rotate it around. I'm not really concerned about this part. I'm a little concerned about this part, but not really, because we can make it alpha. So I'm pushing Control Z to put that on back. I'm just press your bones and see how everything is moving. Okay. Okay, I'm going to press A to select all my bones. I'm going to come up here to pose and clear all. Then we have the arm coming out now this way. What? I'll right click on this bone, press R and move it. And I'm going to copy that pose and paste it to the other side. See, this side ain't so bad when you do that. We'll right click on this bone and bring it down some. Copy, paste. Okay. So I'm gonna right click on the dress, go back to weight paint. We can bring them out manually. Let's go into edit mode. I'm gonna hit tab on my keyboard. And I'm going to hit A twice to deselect everything. I'm going to go into X-ray toggle. I'm going to turn off my proportional editing. And I'm just going to get down, down and dirty. That's it. And I'm just going to be pressing G to grab and move some of these vertices. And just be careful and double check your work. So I'm bringing that out. I'm bringing this one down. Make sure you're selecting the right vertices. This guy. Proportional editing I really want to use because it will be dragging other things along, maybe messing with this side, and I didn't feel the need to do that. So that's why I left it. Okay. So now I'm going to do the other side. So at this point, I'm going to turn off X-ray. You can see more clearly what's going on. Okay. I'm going to click double A to deselect everything. Hit tab mode to go into object mode. Oh, and weight paint. Alright. I'm going to click over here and go to object mode. Okay. Now I'm going to right click on the armature, aka bones. I'm going to go to pose mode. And I'm going to rotate this bone. I still have issues with this shoulder. I don't like having issues with the shoulder because even though, well, this body is alpha, so really this body is not a problem because we can make an alpha for that. But a lot of the other bodies that are not BOM, and you have to use the creator of the body's HUD for your alpha, and a lot of them, you know, it's an issue with the shoulder, because if you take some of the shoulder, you know, y'all know what I'm talking about. So I'm thinking we should definitely fix that. I'm gonna copy that pose to the other side. Like this stuff I don't really care about because of alphas, but I do even try to fix that. Alright, so I'm gonna right click on the dress. I'm going to tab into edit mode, and I'm just gonna pull these out. This time I'm gonna enable proportional editing, and I'm just gonna turn her around and press G for grab. I'm going to scroll my middle mouse wheel to make my circle smaller, and then I am going to, it took me out of it. Alright, so I'm going to right click, G for grab, and just grab that out a little bit. You don't want to get too dramatic because you will be able to tell. This is definitely an arm issue with the weights. It definitely is. And this is how we usually stand with our arms down in the game. So I definitely would want to fix that. Or you can add edge loops to give you more vertices to play with, just like on that one space. But let's take off X-ray, because you see we don't have too much vertices here to play with. So that's why it's going to make that. So you know what? Let's add some edge loops. Press Control and R. And then right click. Oop. And then move it to where you want it. And then let's do the other side. Control R. And I'm just gonna move it some. Press the left mouse button and then move it, and not just in the middle. Boom. And I'm just gonna click these two right here. So I right clicked on that one and I hold down shift and right click on this guy. And I'm gonna hit G for grab and just bring them up some. G, bring that up. G, bring that somewhere. Just move little vertices around just a smidgen to fix stuff. I think I'm just gonna move these up. Hey, I'm just gonna move it up some. This part we're not gonna worry about. Let's go in object mode though. I'm gonna tab into object mode. I'm going to hide the body by going to over here to the right hand side upper part, collection 1. I'm going to click on that eye just to see how the shape looks. Alright, that's not bad. So I'm not going to care about the back side showing, because we're going to make an alpha for that. So, and the dress don't look deformed. It's just, it is what it is. I'm just going to clear the pose up. I'm going to press A for all bones. Pose, clear, transform, all. Okay. And of course we got this issue again, which is really not a big deal. Let me see something. Rotate. I just want to move this around. Alright, not bad. And you know, you see little pieces coming out. Like I said, you either got to play with the weights or you got to play with the vertices in edit mode. So you know, you just got to go back and forth between edit mode, weight paint, object mode. I don't know why that's affecting this part. Like, what the heck is going on there? To me, the easiest thing would be to fix your weight paints instead of deforming all your vertices on your dress. But my main concerns is parts where you cannot alpha out good. So the arms, I don't really care about that. Or that shoulder on the peach dress, because wait, doesn't peach have a HUD too? I think they do. I ain't tripping. I'm sure we'll have it covered. So yeah, that's it. I'm done. Bento Buddy, everything mostly the same. I'm not gonna dry myself. Well, alright, no, I'm not. Ben Bash got stuff on. I had a rig in there. I don't like his videos personally because he don't talk. And so yeah, I don't like it. So you know what? I will show you guys. A for everything, pose, clear, all. That's fine, yeah. I'm not gonna worry about that, because I don't want to be here forever. Oop. Control Z. Control Z. So, I'm just going to hide this dress. No, I'm going to put it back. I'm going to rename this to Outfit Avastar. Boom. Now I'm going to hide it. I'm going to put my left click on collection 2. I'm going to go File, Import, Waveform OBJ. I'm bringing back that dress. Import. Now this dress is not rigged. If we go to vertex groups, it is empty. So with this dress right clicked, I'm going to go to my Bento Buddy. I'm going to go to Skin and Weights. And I'm going to right click the dress and then left click on Lock Meshes. And then I'm going to click on the body and lock weight sources. And then I'm going to click on transfer weights. And we're going to wait for it. Okay. So then it brings us into pose mode. I'm going to rotate, right click on the bone, hit R for rotate, and move. And you see it has the same issues with the arm. So you would just follow the same directions for the weight paint that I did for Blender. I mean for Avastar. You see? I think Avastar does a better job though, and with applying weights, but that's just my opinion. You ain't hear from me. It depends though. Sometimes Bento Buddy, I like how they do stuff. Sometimes I just go to Avastar. Alright. So I'm going to press A to select all the bones. Pose. Clear transform. And I'm going to right click on the dress. I'm going to name this one Bento Buddy. And I'm going to hide that one and unhide our outfit Avastar. I'm going to right click on it. And I'm going to press File, Export, Collada Avastar Day to export the day. That's how we're going to get it into Second Life. I'm not going to bring it in Second Life right now. Oh, no, I'm not. Should I? Yeah, we could bring it in. No, we're not. Because I want a texture first. And we got to see how the texture looks. Because we might have to change up our UV. So I'm not going to bring it in. But that's how you save it as a day. And you just would... That's it. You don't got to click nothing. Just Collada Avastar Day. Collada would probably be for... well, you could use that too. But mostly I would use that for like furniture. You know, stuff that's not rigged. I don't know. But we'll get there. But yeah, so if I click on Avastar Day, I really don't have to do nothing. I am going to just change this to peach, pencil, dress, Avastar. And then I'm going to click on Collada Avastar Day. And it is saving. It gave me a message for my limited weight count. So, okay. We have to go to edit mode, tab into edit mode, press A for all. And then we're going to go into weight paint. That means some of my vertices have like too much weight on it. So, we're going to click on vertex mask selection. We're going to come here to weights, and we're going to come down to limit total. And down here, it says all of these vertices, weights were limited. Okay, so now we're going to go up here, go back to object mode, file, export, Collada Avastar Day. And we are going to call it peach, pencil, dress, Avastar, enter, Collada Avastar Day, and we have exported mesh down here. Stop! And that is it. But like say we were all finished, you want something to be on the inside, otherwise in Second Life, this inside will be invisible. So what I usually do is I right click on the dress, I put Shift D to duplicate. I just bring it out some, or you don't have to, and then right click, it'll put it back. Then I will go into tab mode, everything is selected, and I will go to mesh, normals, flip. And then what I would do is go into C circle select and just hold down my middle mouse button and just deselect some of these vertices because we don't need them all. If we press delete, it's going to delete the orange. So we're going to hit Control and press I at the same time to invert our selection. And I'm just going to get a little closer because it looks like I'm going to press C, left click, left click. Alright, now I'm going to press X and I'm going to delete faces. So it would look like this. You could even still take some more out. And in this case, you would delete, I think, vertices. See how now it selected the front? So you got to watch what you're taking out. I don't really mind taking that out. So I'll just put X and vertices. I get nitpicky and I will start just doing stuff like that. Alright, so yeah. And it comes here. It's a whole nother dress, but it is inside out because it's, say like this, it's our lining of our dress, our main dress. So you could even name that, but tab into object mode. So you got to make sure that you're bringing both of them into Second Life. So you would right click, come over here and hold down shift. And alright, so let's just pick that first, and then hold down shift and right click on the dress. So you have both of them in orange. That means both of them are selected. And then you would go file, export, Collada Avastar Day. I'm going to replace this one. So I click on it, or you can give it another name down here and then click, and then there you have it. And export it to mesh. Okay. So that's what I do. And alright guys, so it's been a while. I've been on here too long. I got to go. So our next video, we will definitely be texturing and maybe making an alpha. Okay. So I'll see you next time. Thank you. I love you guys. And God bless you. You guys are truly the best.